What's going on, guys? My name is Tommy. Welcome back to the channel. Time's come for another episode on this New Year's Eve of the Forgotten Race review. Today, Mr. Radiotomb would like us to talk about a third-party race. We're heading back to Dreamscarred Press, cracking open Ultimate Psionics. Let's talk about the blues. Don't get sad though, race seems really sweet, much psionic, and hey, if you're liking what you're seeing, or want to see more third-party or Paizo content, be sure to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Remember, patronage at any tier can help you cheat a really long line, get into the front of the requests. Now today, of course, this episode of the Forgotten Race Review was brought to you in part by Josh King. Thanks for all your support, my friend. Now, let's hit it. Alrighty, so the Blue Goblin, or simply referred to as the Blues, as Radiotomb points out, is a holdover from 3.5, much like a couple other races that appear in Ultimate Psionics by Dreamscarred Press. As 3.5 races, they're basically canon in Pathfinder, and again, of all the third party I've ever seen in my life, nothing really comes out more balanced, at least as far as the races go, as Dreamscarred Press. Anywho, the Blues were once thought to be a sub-race of goblins. They're related to goblins because they're like a goblinoid race and stuff, but actually they're defined as their own unique entity. They are able to interbreed with goblins in the same way that humans can interbreed with elves, and in this way, Blues often infiltrate goblin tribes to procreate with the females of the tribe because there are a limited population of blue females to choose from. Many Blues with strong psionic ability, and you'll see that a lot in DSP, learn to control their physical form using psionics to assume the look of a normal goblin, which would allow them easier integration, of course. A blue that interbreeds with goblins over the course of a few generations will see that entire set of goblins turned entirely into blues as their blood is a little stronger. Now, our blues come of age at 12 years old. Males range in height anywhere from 4 foot to 4'6", so considerably taller than Paizo's goblin, and follow this card right here to learn more about those guys. Females coming in anywhere from 3 foot to 3'6", pretty big gap there, more like what you'd expect from your goblins. Males weigh anywhere from 42 to 48 pounds, it's 37 to 43 for females. The max age for your blue goblin, much longer than the vanilla goblin, is 70 plus 2d20 years, the same as a human. Well done. Alright, now let's talk about the character sheet. A blue gets a +2 to its intelligence and dexterity, but receives a -2 to its strength. They're smart and quick, but since they're small, they're weaker. Blues are small humanoids of the goblinoid subtype with a base speed of 30 feet and dark vision. In addition, much like a lot of the races we see in Dreamscarred Press material, these guys are, of course, naturally psionic. As such, they gain the Wild Talent feat as a bonus feat at first level if they take levels in a psionic class. Instead, they get the Psionic Talent feat. However, a blue takes a -1 penalty to charisma-based skill checks when dealing with non-goblinoid humanoids, but hey, +1 when interacting with goblins. But it's cool, if the townsfolk run you out because you're an ugly-looking goblin thing, by spending 1 power point, a blue can sustain their body without need of food or water. That 1 power point buys you 24 hours without having to eat, and you get a +2 racial bonus on perception, as well as stealth and ride. Stealth, of course, always treated as a class skill. In addition, last but not least, blues treat any weapon with the word goblin in its name as a martial weapon. And there you have it. Yeah, I really honestly would like to see a lot more Dreamscarred Press stuff in my games, because at the close of Pathfinder 1st Edition, really, still so much more third-party content has come across my table, and some of it, sure, is a little too powerful, I'll grant you that. But especially races that are basically a 1-to-1 from what they used to be in 3.5, yeah, no, Pathfinder came from 3.5. This race has every business in your world. Actually, you know, I have a bit of a confession to make. Once upon a time in Pathfinder, I played a half-giant, and that's on the request line too. We're getting there, slowly but surely. And I didn't know the half-giant was third-party until like a year into that game, and I knew what to look for. I was a wee baby Pathfinder at the time. And, you know, half-giants are real good, but it didn't break the game at all. The notion that he was a Gestalt Blood Rager druid turning into an air elemental and spinning with a sword of death Maybe, but that's a different story. If I were to play a blue, they definitely have a weird, almost like parasitic or symbiotic sort of setup with goblins that you don't normally see in your races in these games. If nothing else, it's definitely a very flavorful way to introduce psionics into your game. A couple of blues wander into like Thistletop in Runelords, say, and suddenly all those dudes are psionic. Have fun, kids. Anyway, what do you guys think about the blues? Really, what do you guys think about third-party races in general? Let me know in the comments. As always, we'll keep that conversation rolling. And again, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. And be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. The next episode of the Forgotten Race Review, where we are in fact homebrewing stats for a monster race, the Lamia, drops next year. Ha! Ha ha! I got to say it. But really, next Monday. See you then.